Okay, so the next question is a little bit more challenging because as you can see here, we have two different denominators. Now, if you remember, we said that before we can add the numerators, we need to make sure that the denominator is the same. Now, in this case, they're different. So what we need to do is an extra step, and that step is we need to find the multiples of 7 and compare it to the multiples of 5, and we need to choose the first number that they share. Now with the times table, that's very easy. So all we need to do is we need to highlight the multiples of 5, which we'll do now. And then we'll highlight the multiples of 7. Okay, so now as we said, we need to find the first number that they share. And if you go along here, we'll notice that for the multiples of 7, there's a number 35 here. And if you go along the multiples of 5, there's also a number 35. And you'll notice that this is the first number that they share. So, in other words, because it's the first number that they share, then that means it's the lowest common multiple, and that's what we want. So now we are good to go. We can actually start answering this question. So we write down the new denominator that they now share, which is 35. Okay, so now this is probably the most hardest part in this question, and that is, what do we do to the numerators now that we've changed the denominator? Do we keep it the same? No. Remember, whatever we do to the denominator, we also do to the numerator. Now, we got this 35 here by timesing 7, or multiplying 7 by 5. That's how we got 35. So, if we multiplied 7 times 5 to get 35, that means that we also have to multiply the numerator. So we'll do that. 3 times 5. Okay, so I'll just repeat that. We got 35 here because we multiplied 7 and 5, which gave us 35. So whatever we do to the denominator, we also do to the numerator. So 3 times 5 is 15. So now we write 15. Okay, so far so good. Now, we got this 35 on this side because what happened was we multiplied 5 by 7. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. So, this is how we got the number 35 for this denominator. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. 5 multiplied by 7 is 35. Now remember, whatever we do to the denominator, we also do to the numerator. So that's what we'll do as well. So 1 times 7 equals 7. So now it's very easy. Now we're back to those easy addition fractions where all we have to do is just add the numerators together because we found the common denominator. So now we are okay to go ahead and just add the numerators. So in this case, the answer will be 15 plus 7 equals 22 over, and again, remember we keep the denominator the same, so the final answer will be 22 over 35. Now, actually I shouldn't say that's the final answer. I should first of all ask the question, can we simplify this any more? Well, are we able to find the numerator and the denominator in the same row or the same column? And if you have a look, you'll notice that there is definitely no number 22 in the same row or the same column anywhere. I can see a 35 here, but there's no number 22. I can see a number 22 here, but there's no number 35 in the same row. So we can't simplify this anymore. So we can leave the answer as is. So the correct answer is 22 over 35.